Sorry for the late start, everyone. Just a few things we'll say that came up rather unexpectedly towards the latter part of the afternoon. Meant a delay in getting the program put together and ready to air. But still, a lot of news to cover nonetheless. On what has been a pretty warm, sunshine-filled day for the most part, except for a brief and albeit pretty good shower. We're starting to see some moisture roll in, and we're talking about the remnants of Hurricane Beryl and how our forecast still contains some shower and some storm chances, more so I think for the western part of our state, but I'll give you a full update in just a few seconds. I need to go directly to headlines this evening in an effort to try to make sure I get everything in on tonight's program. And we will begin with an update to one of the reports that I had for you last evening about the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department being assisted by Operation Unite, the DEA, last week. Week before last, technically, just the day I actually left for my family vacation at a residence on Elk Creek in McGoffin County. As I told you last night, it was on the 28th where police arrested 60-year-old Minnie Johnson and 44-year-old Jennifer Fletcher, both of Sagersville, at a home on Elk Creek, the home that we're about to see here after an over a years-long federal investigation opened by McGoffin County Sheriff Bill Meade and his department that resulted in a federal indictment. According to the federal indictment, the two are charged with conspiracy to distribute a controlled substance, possession with the intent to distribute controlled substances, and distribution of said controlled substances. The indictment alleges that on or around from August of 2021 through March of this year in McGoffin County, both women conspired to distribute controlled substances over 500 grams of methamphetamine and a mixture containing fentanyl as well. Second count on the indictment refers to an incident on April the 2nd of 2023 in which the two are accused of distributing over 500 grams or more of a mixture containing meth and fentanyl. 3 and 4 charge Minnie Johnson with knowing and intentionally distributing controlled substances including heroin, fentanyl, methamphetamine on 2 separate days. And count 5 charges Fletcher with intentionally distributing a mixture of methamphetamine in March of 2024. I spoke with McGoffin County Sheriff Bill Meade, as did Heather in my absence last week, and he says that the investigation is still ongoing. Quote, he says, "This is a continuation of our pledge to aggressively combat the drug problems here in our county, and we encourage anyone with any information involving illegal drug sales in McGoffin to contact the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department. We don't care who you are, we just want your information." As for Johnson and Fletcher, they were arraigned on the 1st of July. They have both entered pleas of not guilty to all charges, and a jury trial has been tentatively slated for later this fall on September the 3rd at the federal courthouse in Pikeville. Also, while I was out last week, 2 more indictments unsealed here in McGoffin County after being served for drug charges. 47-year-old Lonzie C. McKenzie of Middle Fork Road in Sagersville was charged in one indictment with a count of first-degree possession of a controlled substance, first offense, methamphetamine, a Class D felony. According to the indictment, on around August the 23rd of last year, he was unlawfully possessing methamphetamine, while 36-year-old Nicholas S. Barnett of West Van Leer was charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense, greater than or equal to 2 grams of meth, a felony, as well as possessing a license when his privileges had been revoked, driving on a suspended or revoked license as well. And according to the indictment, on around April the 25th and 6th of this year, he was in possession of a quantity of methamphetamine with the intent to distribute. So far, 5 indictments out of, we believe, 15 have been released from the last grand jury meeting. So we expect more to come. In other headlines this week, a Moorhead man, Andrew Zahari, 40, a former Rowan County teacher, was sentenced yesterday by District Judge David Bunning to 22 years in prison for production of child pornography. According to his plea agreement in the summer of 2022, Zahari began a sexual relationship with a minor student at the high school where he was a teacher, and the relationship continued throughout the school year and included Zahari engaging in sexual acts with the victim during school hours. He admitted that during the course of the relationship, he also produced sexually explicit images and videos of the minor using his cell phone. He must serve 85% of that 22 years in prison. Upon his release, he will also be under the supervision of the U.S. Probation Office for 22 years thereafter. More local news in just a second.
The Big Sandy Healthcare System family is excited to welcome and introduce to you their newest team member, Dr. Emily McCormick, DMD. From right here in Eastern Kentucky, Dr. McCormick joins Hope Family Dental and is excited to see and serve patients in Magoffin County. Call 349-5126 to schedule an appointment. Dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conley's. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net. Sometimes you just can't wait, and when it's one of those times for an amazing elective ultrasound of baby, call Mommy and Me 4D Imaging, a local studio with years of OB experience. Located in Sagersville and waiting at 496-5423.
There were times that I just could not concentrate on things.
There's days I wake up and I don't want to do anything.
It's just devastating.
The grief that happens after the death of a loved one can leave you feeling confused, lost, and alone without a roadmap. But other people have traveled this grief journey before you, and there is hope and a way forward. Grief Share is a proven video-based support group that connects you with others who are traveling the grief journey you're on right now.
Grief Share is a place where you can be as raw and as ugly as you want to be, and it's okay.
I joined them online and it was great. It was wonderful.
Each weekly Grief Share session consists of an insightful video with grief experts and testimonials, a small group discussion, and encouraging workbook exercises. You'll also receive free online resources and tools that help you move forward in hope and healing.
I gained so much more than just understanding of grief, and I think I saw it from a bigger picture too.
Visit griefshare.org to learn more.
It's about time for the ride, the annual ride, this being the 19th annual ride, and perhaps one of the biggest, if not the biggest ever. And remember, it's not just for motorcycles. Jeeps, cars, trucks, whatever you can ride through. The Hillbilly Christmas in July bunch is with me tonight, specifically Jimmy Kinney, to tell us about some big changes, some big prizes, and big cash to be given away for the big ride coming up in just a little more than a week. Stay tuned. Some really cool details you will want to know. Other headlines tonight include a minor injury accident, it turns out, on Route 7 earlier today in Magoffin.
A single vehicle crash reported on Route 7 near the old school, where it was a Dodge pickup truck that struck the hillside and into the ditch line, as you see here. Chief Deputy Tim Clark, who I spoke with a few hours after he was responding to the accident, said that the driver believed that sheer exhaustion resulted in him falling asleep for just a moment and not being able to wake up in time to keep the vehicle from colliding with the hillside. No other vehicles, glad to report, were involved. No other property damage or the like. And the driver, I think, according to Clark, was going to go to the hospital by personal vehicle for minor injuries at most. This is a case that I'm still trying to find out more on. The Kentucky State Police got a call of a hit-and-run accident in Floyd County involving this vehicle that reportedly hit another, and not stopping for the driver, the victim, and then that driver following this vehicle all the way to Magoffin County on 114. It made an attempt to turn off of Burning Fork Road, I think near the Birch Branch area. And I believe the car actually ran out of gas. I'm uncertain as to any arrest or not, but I know that I did speak with some eyewitnesses in the area who saw a female chasing what was believed to be the driver after he bailed out of the vehicle and before police arrived. I hope to have more details on this for you on tomorrow's program.
My buddy Jimmy Kinney with us in just a minute to talk about the big Hillbilly Christmas in July ride right now. A lot of them belated, as I was out last week on our community calendar, starting with a bunch of birthdays for the past several days.
This one was phoned in for the first day I think I was out of the office, for the 29th. It was to their dearest friend Donna Howard. A lot of love and happy birthday from Hanson and Michael Rao. Happy birthday to Emma Jean Prater. This was for July the 2nd. With a lot of love from family and friends, and belated because of myself being out. Happy birthday nonetheless to Emma Jean. Happy birthday, Emma Jean Prater. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated 10th birthday to Ben Adkins. Love Mama and Papa. That's Benny and Bonnie. And your mom and dad, parents Brian and Hope, and your other Papa as well. And the whole family, Ben. Happy big 10th birthday to you. And a big happy birthday to one of the sweetest souls I know that I get to call family. Happy 88th birthday to Mandy Prater, who has a big place in all of our hearts. Love Geneva and Jim and Sue and Danny and all the kids and us. Mandy, you know the drill. We all love you. And the happiest of birthdays to you. On tonight's calendar, we go to a spaghetti dinner, New Beginnings Christian Fellowship Church, which is behind Teddy Flint's office here in West Maple Street in Sagersville. Well, this Thursday from 11 till 2, they're having a fundraiser, spaghetti dinners, full dinner, $10. Includes a drink and a dessert. Hey, if you live in the downtown area, they will deliver. Call to order now or the day of, 349-5633 or 367-1155. Great meal, great cause. And don't forget, you got a few days, but a big reminder of massive importance. The next summer blood drive here in McGoffin County, Friday, July the 19th, at the Sagersville First Baptist Church. Go to kybloodcenter.org to get an appointment. Walk-ins are just as welcome. Regardless of what you do, they hope to see you there. And don't forget, everyone gets that super cool tee that I showed you last night on the program for donating and being a part. Summertime is not a good time for blood donations. That's why we need to pick up the slack, and they hope to do so with your help on the 19th. From there, funeral service announcements tonight include services which are going on this evening here in McGoffin County for 68-year-old Benny Gordon Gerald of Sagersville, who passed away Sunday at his home, survived by his wife, Deborah, his son, Jason Gerald, daughters, Brandy Gerald and Kenesha May, a niece, Stephanie Nicole, and 2 grandsons, his brother David Gerald, 5 sisters-in-law, Sharon Roberts, Sylvia Wilson, Linda Mead, Lisa Erkenbrecker, Lauren Hall, his brothers-in-law, Kenny Hall, and Otis Lee Hall. Again, services started at 6 tonight. Services start tomorrow at 1 for Pastor Erlis Ray Cole of 90 of Middle Fork here in Sagersville. He's survived by his wife of 72 years, Madeline, his sons Harold Sonny Cole and Richard Cole, as well as his daughters Vonda Reed and Kathy Arnott, Sharon Reed, Mary Ann Salyer, and Jennifer Howard, his sisters Judy Ferris, Wanda Bailey, and Cheryl Little, as well as 21 grandkids, 47 great-grandkids, and 3 great-great-grandchildren, plus 1 on its way. Again, services tomorrow at 1 from the Keith Memorial Tabernacle Church. Services start tomorrow from 1 till 3. In honor of Jeremy Reed, 39 of Lena Patrick Road in Sagersville, the son of Randy Blake Reed and Sherry Lynn Patrick, his older brother Joey Reed, paternal grandparents, and Greeley and Eula Reed, and maternal grandparents Hack and Halbia Arnott Patrick preceded him in death. He's survived by his sons Kevin Blake Reed and Colton Neal Reed, as well as his brothers Jamie Kyle and Jesse Craig, his sister Tanya Hooper, and nieces Rylan and Mason Hooper, and his mother of his son, Robin Gibson. Again, services tomorrow from 1 till 3 at the Sagersville Funeral Home. Services start tomorrow at 3 for Kay Sowards Charles, 74 of Pikeville. She passed away Sunday, survived by her daughters Valerie Billiter, Melissa Burchell, Kayla Burke, her stepsons Derek Scott, Eric Scott, a sister Teresa Branham, 7 grandkids, and 4 great-grandchildren. She was preceded in death by her husband, David Charles, and services will start tomorrow at 3 from the Community Funeral Home in Pikeville. Friends can call on the funeral home beginning at 11 in the morning. Linda Gail Patrick Hammock, 70 of Sagersville, passed away Saturday at her home, survived by her daughter Roxanne Harmon, her son Robert Lynn Conley Jr., brother Dwayne Prater, sisters Brenda Johnson and Letitia Mays, and a grandpuppy Shadow. Services start Thursday at 1 o'clock from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Arrangements incomplete at this hour for 60-year-old Ronnie D. Gilbert of Sagersville, who passed away today. And Sammy Sparks, 95, of River, Kentucky, passed away Monday at Mountain Manor of Paintsville, survived by brother Kenneth. And a host of nieces and nephews. Services will start in his honor this Thursday at 11 from the Jones and Preston Funeral Home. And lastly, in loving memory of R.D. Keaton, loved and missed by a host of family and friends.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
There are several risk factors that may put a patient at risk for heart disease.
Especially people who have diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol and have a family history of heart disease.
Neglecting to see a cardiologist can put you in trouble. You may develop problems that may not be reversible.
We see many people who do not have an actual diagnosis of a heart problem, but may be at risk of heart disease, and we do whatever we can to help mitigate that risk to help prevent disease in the future. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Spring isn't the only season here. It's also senior season. It's a season for love, a season for Jesus, and a season to shop local at the Seasonal Shop with spring colors, styles, and fashions by Charlie Page and Simply Southern, and more of your favorites, new arrivals in bags and totes and jewelry and more. And they've got everything lemon lavender, spa essentials for a little at-home pampering. And from simple to chinoiserie, must-see home decor is at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. Get ready, because the 21st Annual Magoffin County Community Day is coming up Saturday, August 17th in Ramey Park, and tickets, as always, are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free, and those $10 tickets still get you into one of the greatest bluegrass shows anywhere and a chance to win a car. And this year, we've got Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Larry Sparks, Dave Atkins Band, Turning Ground, Randy Maloney and Friends, Aaron Grace Rudd, Black Powder Express, Eddie Jenkins and the 606 Sound, Terry Miller and Traveler, and your MC, CJ the DJ. Get your tickets now at either location of the Sagersville National Bank. To you, Fraser's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. Where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Fraser's Prater Drug.
Yeah, my buddy Jimmy Kinney, who's always as eager to talk about Hillbilly Christmas in July and, most importantly, the Shriners Hospital, just as I am to talk to him. And the 19th annual ride is just a week from this coming Saturday. And it's going to be bigger and better with several big payoffs and prizes along the way. The biggest, of course, coming at the end of the ride when they take another big fat check to the Shriners Hospital. The ride will start in Pikeville, make its way through, of course, Prestonsburg, Sagersville, back to the Mountain Arts Center, and it's designed and everyone's invited. Everyone. It's not just motorcycles. It started out as a motorcycle ride. It has evolved to anything you can drive and ride in. Jeeps, cars, trucks, your daily, whatever, doesn't matter. They just like to have you being a part of it. And again, this year, they've upped the ante for everyone to really want to be a part of it. All right, Jimmy Kinney, what brings you to Sagersville today?
Well, we're trying to push our little ride this year, the Randy Jones Memorial Hillbilly Christmas in July ride that we do each year. And this is our 19th year, and we're trying to add a little excitement to it and make things a little bit better this year than last year. And one of the big things we're doing is we're giving away $5,000 just on our ride. And everybody's like, now what are you doing? Well, here's the deal. You register for $25 and you get a door prize ticket. Okay, and to encourage people to come out a little bit early and pre-register, and we'll be set up at the Harley store from Monday through Saturday from 10 until 7 to pre-register people. So come by and get your ticket early, because at 9:30 we draw 2 tickets out. 2 people will win $500 at 9:30. At 9:45 we close the books because our people ride with us. At exactly 10 o'clock we pull out. We leave Mineshaft Harley-Davidson, and we'll be coming to Prestonsburg, Stonecrest. There we will pull 2 more door prize tickets out, and 2 more people will win $500 each. And then we leave there and we come to Ramey Park in Sayersville, and we pull out 2 more tickets, and 2 more people will win $500. And we get the MAC, and we're going to draw 4 tickets, and 4 people will win $500 for a total of $5,000. This is getting a lot of attention right now and excitement going through this. So we're encouraging people to kind of come by early and pre-register and for a ride. And then I almost forgot, we give away a motorcycle that day also.
Oh yeah, what about the motorcycle?
So you know, we got so much on this $5,000, but someone's going to win a $17,000 motorcycle for a $10 investment. So you need to definitely get your tickets for it. And it's just going to be a good ride. Last year we had a little over 300 in this ride, and who knows this year how many we'll have. But you know, all of our money goes directly to the Lexington Shriners Hospital, and we're just trying to help our kids, help our community, and have some fun doing it.
What about getting tickets for the bike between now and then and day of?
At Mineshaft Harley-Davidson, we're going, like I said, we're going to be set up there all next week, Monday from 10 until 7, right through Saturday. So you can drop by there, you can get your tickets. We have tickets on sale there all the time. So if you go drop in Mineshaft at any given time, you can fill out your ticket there, and I'll pick them up there. So good way to get it.
And if I'm not mistaken, I bought my tickets at the MAC last year, the day of and before the drawing.
You can, and you can also register. And here's the key to this is that, you know, if, let's say for instance, we draw your name out at Mineshaft Harley-Davidson at 9:30, and you win $500. Well, turn around and register again. You could win again. You can register as many times as you want. If you come in, I had one guy last year that gave us $100. I said, why don't you register 4 times? Well, we pulled his name out on the second pull. And when we got the MAC, he wasn't there, and we pulled his name out again. But you have to be present to win, and that way everybody's got a fair shake at this thing. But when you register, you put your name on the ticket. When we call your name, step up, show proof of identification, and you get your money. Now this money does not come from Hillbilly Christmas in July. This is all sponsorship money. So the people that are sponsoring that pull will be the person to hand you the money, or the company that hands you the money. So Hillbilly Christmas in July is too tight to be giving away $5,000. If you know us that well. So we do have sponsors, and who knows, next year we may have more. Good things seem to happen every year, different, but this year $5,000, the motorcycle. We've got some real big door prize items, Blackstone grill, big screen TV. We got some big items that we're going to be giving away also as door prizes that you will not be hauling home on a motorcycle. So you'll have to make arrangements to pick those up later. But this is a bigger year, better year, and we're just trying to make our money for the hospital.
This being their 19th ride, the first 18 years have been successful and have put them knocking on the door of a major milestone that they believe, as you heard Jimmy say, they'll hit this year or certainly next. But there's also something even more important than all of this Jimmy wants everyone to take from this interview. Just how easy it is, and free if need be, for someone to get treatment for their kids at Shriners.
Well, in 18 years, we're at $876,000 that we've taken to the hospital. We've taken over 50,000 toys. If you put a $10 value on those toys, that's $500,000. We built the first of its type totally handicapped playground in the city of Pikeville. It's in Bob Amos Park, right behind the RV park. And we got over $300,000 tied up in it, and we gave it to the city. We purchased a van for $26,500 and gave it to El Temple for transportation for our kids. So we've been pretty active in the 19 year. Our goal is to meet the $1 million mark in 20 year. So we've got this year and next year to come up with $124,000. So we got a little work to do. And the biggest thing that we're looking at is if we never take another penny to the hospital, it's not going to shut down because of Hillbilly Christmas in July. Now what we're looking for is that if you know of a child that needs help, all you have to do is call the hospital. You do not have to have a referral from a doctor or anyone. If you look at your child and that's from birth to 18, and you say, my child is just not standing right, it's not walking right, I just feel like there's something wrong with it. Don't think you have to contact a doctor in order to make that appointment. You can call the hospital direct and make your appointment, and they'll set you up. And if you don't have transportation, they will call the local Shrine Club and get you transportation for your child. So there's no reason why that if you have a child that you're just concerned about, that you don't have it checked out with the Shriners Hospital, and it's all free. If you have insurance, they'll take it. If you don't have insurance, you're fine. You don't pay a copay, you don't do anything. So this is something we really need to push out, that we need to find that child that needs help, and let's get it help.
And the direct line to make that happen, the 859 or toll-free number to Shriners Hospital for Children in Lexington to request a new patient appointment directly for your child. 859-268-5675 or 800-444-8314. Hope to see you on the ride.
All right, let's wrap it up with your weather forecast.
Saw a pretty good little shower earlier that actually netted us 0.3 of an inch in downtown Sigersville. Didn't last long at all, but it was some big drops and added up quickly. Certainly needed, hoping for a little more. Not as much in our forecast as what we were actually expecting about 24 hours ago, but nonetheless, here taking a look at local Doppler radar at this hour, you can kind of see, and some folks certainly in western and into central Kentucky seeing some pretty good storms and some tornado, actually a tornado watch area for most of the left half or western half of Kentucky, if you will, kind of a line that comes right down just east of Lexington and through Richmond. We in eastern Kentucky here in the viewing area are not under a tornado watch. It's certainly a warning of any kind. There have been warnings posted for a lot of areas in western and central Kentucky, but like I said, right now, not expected to see any of that in eastern Kentucky right now, as you can kind of follow the pattern along and see the direction that all of this is coming from. Hurricane Beryl and some remnants thereafter in our forecast, and continuing to give us some more shower chances. Doesn't mean that you can take your eye off the weather, because that's just something you never want to do in Kentucky. As far as your local forecast, we are right now looking at 70 degrees tonight, 70 sticky degrees, after topping out at just under 96 at the newsroom in downtown Sigersville today. We are at around 88 right now, and falling the dew point 80, and humidity 73%. And we are seeing winds out of the east-southeast at 1 to 2 miles per hour. No, not a big gust today, 11 miles per hour. That won't be the case, however, in the rest of your 7-day. Tomorrow is going to be a breezy one. Partly cloudy, a 30% chance of showers for the rest of your Tuesday night. Look at the milder, cooler conditions for tomorrow. For your Wednesday, a slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms between 7 and 10 in the morning. Otherwise, mostly sunny, right around 81. Southwesterly winds, 8 to 10 to 20, 22 at times. So a windy day tomorrow, but only a slight chance of some showers, and they only look to be in the very early morning. This is going to blow out of here tonight and leave us with a pretty nice Wednesday, mostly sunny and 81 after the chance of only some early morning showers. Tomorrow night, the winds sticking around up to 15, 16 miles per hour, partly cloudy skies tomorrow night, and another low in the, I should say 65 for tomorrow night. My apologies, not 72. Going to get that one updated. So in the mid-60s. We will not see 72 degrees tomorrow night. Thursday, 84, 61, and that's a pretty consistent trend from there out as far as sun and fog. Fog in the morning, sunny and 84. Friday, as you saw, fog, sunny and hot at 90, and we stick to 90 and better Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday with very slim shower and storm chances to be mixed in. Saturday, 92, sunny, clear. Sunday, 93, sunny, 10% chance of some storms. Monday, 94, 65, sunny, and 20% chance of storms. We'll be talking about heat indices early next week. Tuesday, mid-90s, a solid 95, we think. Sunny and only a 20% chance of those showers and storms, but the heat rolls right back in after a little relief starting tomorrow after these showers and a few possible storms for the viewing area roll through. Again, not so much for eastern Kentucky tonight, but again, never take your eye off the weather.
Thank you for being a part of the program. See you tomorrow.